When retirement becomes endless scrolling, finding meaning beyond the screen, an opening note of reflection, have you ever found yourself sitting in front of a screen for hours, scrolling endlessly through news, videos, or social media, only to feel a hollow emptiness afterward? You're not alone. Many retirees face this silent struggle, trapped between the glow of a screen and the quiet ache of loneliness. Imagine this. The days once filled with purpose and routine now stretch endlessly. The TV becomes a constant companion, the phone a portal to distraction, but the heart feels disconnected. What if this endless scrolling is more than a habit? What if it's a signal, a call from within, for deeper meaning, connection, and belonging? Today, we will explore this journey together. We'll uncover why this struggle happens, what science tells us about it, and most importantly, how to find your way back to a life rich with meaning, connection, and joy. Because retirement is not the end of your story, it's a new chapter waiting to be written. The awakening moment. Hello, I'm your neighbor in this journey, ordinary people. Like you, I've faced the quiet moments of retirement, the unexpected challenges, and the search for something more. In the next 10 minutes, I'll share insights from leading experts like Dr. Robert Waldinger, Dr. Lavra Karstensen, and Dr. Richard Leider, who have spent decades studying what truly makes life meaningful in later years. We'll talk about the emotional and psychological hurdles retirees often face, especially the temptation of screens that promise distraction, but sometimes deliver emptiness. More importantly, I'll offer 5 practical, science-backed strategies to help you reclaim your days, build meaningful connections, and find purpose beyond the screen. This is not just about putting down your device. It's about lighting up your life in ways that matter. So let's take this journey together with warmth, reflection, and hope. The awakening of curiosity. Why do so many retirees find themselves drawn to screens, even when it leaves them feeling empty? Dr. Lavra Karstensen, director of the Stanford Center on Longevity, explains that as we age, our emotional focus sharpens. We become more selective about how we spend our time and with whom. We seek experiences that bring joy, comfort, and meaning. Yet, paradoxically, the structure that work once provided disappears at retirement. Suddenly, time feels abundant, but unstructured. Dr. Robert Waldinger, who leads the Harvard study of adult development, the longest-running study on happiness and well-being, found that the strongest predictor of long-term health and happiness is not wealth or fame, but the quality of our relationships. When screens become our main companions, we risk replacing real connection with passive consumption. The dopamine hits from scrolling or binge-watching can feel good momentarily, but they don't fulfill our deeper need for belonging. Dr. Becca Levy's research on aging attitudes shows that how we view ourselves in retirement shapes our health and happiness. If we see ourselves as isolated or irrelevant, it can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. So the screen is often a refuge from loneliness, but it's not a solution. The challenge and opportunity is to find meaningful ways to fill that space. As Dr. Ken Deichtwald reminds us, retirement is not the end of productivity or purpose. It's a time ripe for reinvention. Insight 1. Replace passive consumption with meaningful activities. The first step to breaking free from endless scrolling is to replace passive screen time with activities that engage both your mind and heart. TV and gadgets can entertain, but they rarely nourish the soul. Instead, try creating a simple daily routine where screen time is limited, say, 1 hour in the morning or evening. Then, fill the rest of your day with light, meaningful activities. Gardening, painting, cooking a new recipe, or learning a musical instrument are wonderful ways to reconnect with yourself. Even 15 minutes of focused activity before turning on the TV can shift your day's energy. Dr. Ken Deichtwald, a pioneer in aging research, emphasizes that retirement is a time for reinvention. It's not about doing more, but about doing what matters. Engaging fully in these small activities activates your brain and body, gives you a sense of accomplishment, and invites joy. It's not about being perfect or productive by external standards. It's about presence, being fully there in the moment. So tomorrow morning, before you reach for the remote or your phone, try this. Spend 15 minutes doing something that makes you feel alive. Notice how it changes your day. Insight 2. Build social rhythms, not just solo schedules. One of the biggest reasons screens become a default is loneliness. When life feels too quiet, it's easy to slip into the glow of a device. But human connection is the antidote. Dr. Nancy Schlossberg, an expert on life transitions, highlights the importance of social role replacement in retirement. When work roles fade, we need new social rhythms to keep us grounded. Try scheduling a phone call or a visit with a friend every couple of days. It doesn't have to be long, just enough to share stories and laughter. Joining a club, whether online or in person, can also create a sense of belonging. Book clubs, yoga classes, or craft groups offer both structure and social warmth. Even a weekly walk with a neighbor or family member can transform your routine. These moments without screens, filled with conversation and shared experience, nourish the heart. Dr. Waldinger's research shows that these connections are more powerful for well-being than any digital distraction, so reach out. Build your social rhythm. Let human warmth replace the cold glow of a screen. Insight 3. Discover small purposeful projects. Screens provide distraction, but our souls crave purpose. The third solution is to find small projects that light up your heart. Dr. Richard Leider, a renowned expert on life purpose, speaks about purpose moments, small acts that bring meaning to everyday life. This could be as simple as writing your life story, teaching a grandchild a skill, or creating a family photo album. Start small. Maybe a daily journal entry reflecting on what you're grateful for, or a weekly letter to a friend. These projects connect you to your legacy and remind you that your life still matters deeply, even if the world feels quieter now. Purpose doesn't have to be grand. It just needs to be real and meaningful to you. And when you have something to look forward to, the screen loses its grip. Try asking yourself each morning, what is one small thing I can do today that will make my life richer? The answers might surprise you, and your heart will thank you. Insight 4. Practice mindful presence and self-compassion. The fourth strategy invites you to slow down and be present with yourself, your emotions, and your surroundings. Mindfulness isn't just a buzzword. It's a scientifically supported practice that helps reduce stress and increase well-being. When you catch yourself reaching for the screen out of habit or boredom, pause. Take a few deep breaths. Notice what you're feeling. Dr. Mo Wang's research on aging and well-being highlights how mindfulness can help retirees embrace change with grace and resilience. Be gentle with yourself. It's okay to have moments of struggle or loneliness. Self-compassion means treating yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a dear friend. Try setting aside 5 to 10 minutes a day for mindful breathing or simply observing your thoughts without judgment. This practice anchors you in the present and reduces the urge to escape into endless scrolling. Remember, presence is a gift you give yourself, and it's the foundation for deeper connection and meaning. Insight 5. Cultivate gratitude and positive aging attitudes. Our mindset shapes our experience. The final solution is to cultivate gratitude and a positive attitude toward aging. Dr. Becca Livy's groundbreaking research shows that people who hold positive beliefs about aging live longer and healthier lives. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present and good. Try starting or ending your day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. They can be simple morning sunlight, a kind word, a favorite song. Celebrate small victories and moments of joy. Dr. Lovra Karstensen reminds us that older adults often have a refined emotional wisdom that helps them savor life's pleasures more deeply. Embrace this wisdom. Let gratitude be your lens to see the richness in each day. This mindset softens the pull of the screen and opens your heart to life's beauty. The final light. Let's take a deeper look at what science tells us about aging, meaning, and well-being. Dr. Robert Waldinger's longitudinal research reveals that the brain remains adaptable well into old age. This neuroplasticity means we can learn new skills, form new habits, and deepen relationships at any stage. Dr. Nancy Schlossberg's theory of adult transitions highlights that the way we approach change, whether with openness or resistance, shapes our emotional health. Retirement is a major life transition, and how we frame it matters. Viewing it as a loss can lead to withdrawal, but seeing it as an opportunity invites growth. Dr. Carstensen's socio-emotional selectivity theory explains that as time feels more precious, we prioritize emotionally meaningful experiences. This natural shift can guide retirees to focus on what truly matters. Together, these insights remind us, your brain, your heart, and your spirit have incredible capacity to adapt, grow, and find joy, even after retirement. The key is intentionality, choosing to engage with life in ways that nourish and inspire. From knowing to becoming, as we close this conversation, remember these key truths. Your value is not measured by how much you watch or scroll, but by the connections you nurture and the meaning you create. Retirement is not a period of emptiness, but a canvas for new stories, relationships, and joys. You have the wisdom, resilience, and capacity to shape this chapter with purpose and grace. If today you feel overwhelmed by screens or loneliness, that's okay. It's part of the journey. Take a breath, reach out. Try one small step toward something meaningful. You are not alone. You are deeply significant. And your story is still unfolding, beautifully, uniquely yours. Until the next reflection before we part, I want to leave you with a question to carry in your heart. What if the next chapter of your life could be your most meaningful yet? What if the screen could become a tool, not a trap, to connect, learn, and grow? Today, I invite you to take one small action. Maybe it's calling a friend, planting a seed in your garden, or writing down a purpose moment. Share your journey with someone you trust. Let others know you're exploring new ways to live fully. Remember the words of Dr. Richard Leider. Purpose moments are the sparks that light the fire of a meaningful life. And Dr. Waldinger's reminder that good relationships don't just protect our bodies, they protect our brains. So turn off the screen for a moment. Look around. Who or what is waiting for your presence? You are still the author of your story. The pen is in your hand. I'm Ordinary People. Thank you for spending this time with us here on Retire and Rise. Remember, retirement isn't the end of the road, it's the beginning of a brand new journey. A time to rediscover your passions, share your wisdom, and rise to new adventures. If today's reflection gave you a spark of inspiration, just wait. There's so much more ahead. So take a deep breath, smile, and know that the best is yet to come. Until next time, stay curious, stay courageous, and never stop rising.